Looking forward to the greeting at our wedding next time. I'm nervous, but I'm looking forward to meeting Emily's parents. I'm glad to hear you say that. My parents are happy about our marriage, and I'm sure they'll warmly welcome Dylan. My family home is in the countryside, so feel free to take your time there. I grew up in the city, so I've always been fascinated with country life. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm glad to hear you say that. My parents are really excited about it. They're farmers, so they want you to try our homegrown vegetables. There will probably be lots of homemade vegetable dishes on the day, so be prepared. Hold on a second. What do you mean by a farmer? Huh? Didn't I mention it? My parents are both farmers. They grow quite a variety of vegetables. Especially our tomatoes are really popular. They're juicy, sweet, and really delicious. Wait a minute. Why have you been hiding something so important until now? I told you I'm from the countryside. But you didn't say anything, so I thought you weren't a farmer. Sorry, Emily. If you're saying your parents are farmers, I want to call off this marriage. I'm breaking off our engagement and leaving you. What? Wait a minute, Dylan. Why would you say something like breaking off our engagement? Is there something wrong with my parents being farmers? It's not that there's something wrong, it's just impossible. How could I, a rich man, marry a poor farmer? Poor? You don't get it, do you? My parents run a company and I'm what you call a company president's son. I even plan to take over my father's company someday. And yet, me marrying a woman from a poor farming family, I couldn't do such a dishonorable thing to my parents. What do you mean dishonorable? You just assume that farmers are poor. Don't push your prejudice on us. But farmers in the countryside just work in the mud all their lives, right? And yet, they say they don't make enough money. I don't want to marry a woman from such a dirty family. Huh? And the countryside is inferior to the city anyway. Farmers are probably all uneducated people, right? Isn't that just poor? Wait a minute. What is that you're trying to say by staying quiet all this time? How much do you have to belittle farmers to be satisfied? I'm not belittling them. I'm just stating facts. Huh? Anyway, if you're saying Emily's family is a bunch of farmers, I'm going to break off our engagement. I need a wife suitable for the title of a CEO's son. Emily, I thought you were smart, beautiful, and suitable to be my wife. I never thought you had poor country blood. I don't want my children to have poor blood. I never thought you would have such values. Let's both calm down for a moment. For now, let's postpone announcing our marriage. I'll explain it well to our parents. Hello, Emily. It's been a while. I heard from my son Dylan that you've broken off your engagement. It's been a while, Mila. But we haven't broken up. We just found out that we have different values. I hope we can slowly align our values from now on. What are you talking about so casually? When my son says he's breaking off the engagement, it's over. Breaking off an engagement with a country girl is only natural. Huh? I've had a feeling for a long time. My son and his father like you, but as a mother, I can't be fooled. I've always known about your lowly, poor blood. Lowly poor? So you think the same way about farmers, Mila? Exactly. You're a poor country girl seducing my son. I'm sure you were dating him because he's the son of a CEO. Eh? I know everything. You've been approaching us for our wealth from the start, haven't you? That's just like a lowly poor person to do. I've always thought you were suspicious. Myla, you just hate me, don't you? You hate the fact that your beloved son's bride is me. I feel unwelcome from the beginning, but I didn't expect you to jump on the bandwagon. Shut up, you poor thing! Growing up in a farming family in the countryside, you're not suitable for our family. Farmers are probably far removed from the sophisticated sensibilities of the city. As a mother, I just don't want my beloved son to marry someone like that. Enough is enough. How much more do you and Myla have to mock farmers before you're satisfied? Farming is a very hard but wonderful job. I know that. It's a tough job, but it's necessary for the distribution of vegetables. But poor is poor. What we call a farmer is someone who's stupid and poor because they chose to do hard work. What did you say? It's not like there are vegetables that can only be grown in the States. We should just import everything from abroad. And yet, they choose to do such hard and poor work. There are plenty of jobs in the world. And I can't understand the foolishness of choosing to be a farmer. I can't understand you. How dare you say such terrible things about farmers? Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe the words of the city are too harsh for a country bumpkin. I'm feeling sick, so I'll excuse myself. At this rate, I feel like smashing my phone on the floor. Oh, the things country people do are scary. So please think positively about breaking up with my son. It's best for the lower class to marry the lower class.
Hey, Emily. I've sent your stuff to your family home.
Huh?
We've already broken up, so you won't be coming to my room anymore, right? So I went ahead and packed up your stuff. Your poor family probably doesn't have any money, so I paid for the shipping.
I haven't said anything about breaking up with Dylan, have I? We haven't even had a face-to-face discussion yet. Why are you doing things your own way?
No matter how much we talk, my feelings won't change. As I've said many times, I'm the son of a CEO, and a country farmer's daughter doesn't match someone like me. I'll forgive you for still being attached to me, so please break up with me.
Dylan, are we really breaking up? We've been together for 3 years, and we promised to get married, remember? Are you really okay with breaking up over something like my family background?
Of course it's fine. Unlike you, I'm a popular guy. I'm sure cute girls will come to me soon. And I'll find a girl from a good background and family to marry from among them.
So, you don't have any feelings for me anymore?
Nope. The moment I found out you're a poor country girl, my love for you cooled.
Dylan.
Come on, get it through your head. Emily was a smart girl for a farmer. As the son of a CEO, I need a wife who matches me properly. I can't marry a poor farmer.
Your father is furious. My love for Dylan has completely cooled after this conversation. So let's amicably break off the engagement. But deal with your father yourself. I don't know what will happen to you after you break off our engagement.
Wait, what do you mean my dad is furious? Why is my dad angry? And how do you know about it?
Because I'm with him right now.
Together, as in my dad and Emily?
Yes, that's right. Dylan's dad. He came all the way to my parents' house.
Huh? To your parents' house?
I'm at my parents' house right now to discuss breaking off our engagement. And then just now, your father came to visit. He bowed deeply at the entrance and apologized for the situation.
What? Why would my dad bow his head? And why would he go to your parents' house? What the hell do you mean? Why would he go to your parents' house, you idiot son? How dare you speak like that about someone else's parents' home? Who do you think is that made me come here to bow my head? You insulted her family. You insulted the profession of farming. That's why I'm here bowing my head. Can't even this idiot son of mine understand that? Wait, is that my dad? You haven't changed a bit since you were a child. Just because your family is richer than others, you've been showing off since you were little. What do you mean you want a wife who matches the son of a CEO? How many times do I have to tell you not to take credit for your parents' achievements? Wait a minute, Dad. You don't have to be so angry, do you? I thought it through and decided to break off the engagement. Yet, you bowing your head makes it look bad, doesn't it? Why would you bow to just a farmer? It's obvious since I have respect for farmers. The stupid son of mine. You're still a young man who doesn't understand the harshness of society at all. Don't you dare belittle farmers, or Emily, and her family. I won't tolerate any disrespectful behavior. No, why are you so angry, Dad? It's a fact that farmers are covered in mud all year round, making income that's not worth it. I decided to break off the engagement considering you and our family. Choosing a wife suitable for our family is supposed to be my duty as a son. That's why I decided to break up with Emily, who comes from a farming family. Listen well, Dylan. My father's family was also a farmer. In other words, you, as my son, also have farmer's blood in you. Huh? My father's family were farmers? My parents, that is, your grandparents, died early. So you wouldn't know, but my family has been farming for generations. I left the family and started a company in California. What? Aren't I a city boy born and raised in California generation after generation? You were just born and raised in California, you idiot son. Yet, you're showing off that you're city raised, even if you were born and raised in the city. Every vegetable you eat casually is made by farmers. Don't forget that your body is made up of the farmers you mock. Well, I've also started gardening as a hobby recently. It's fun touching the soil, remembering my parents. But crops are affected by the weather. And the more you pursue taste, the more time and effort it takes than you imagine. Her parents are doing that every day. Yet, you're looking down on them, treating them like they're poor. As a person, and as a father, I will never forgive you. Calm down, Dad. You've been getting too worked up about just a farmer's issue. Listen well, you idiot son. Farmers are proud people who live with nature and work honestly. And you, who insult such wonderful people. I'm truly ashamed. I won't let such a man take over my company. As of today, I'm removing you from the list of heir candidates. What? Wait a minute, Dad. What the hell are you thinking, removing me from the list of heir candidates? I'm an only child. Who are you going to have take over if you don't let me? You can just have some competent employee take over. Or I could just close the company when I retire. Don't think you can just take over unconditionally because your parent is the president. The world isn't as sweet as vegetables. So... I can't believe that people with prejudice like you are my son and daughter-in-law. Listen, you will go apologize to her and her parents later. Of course, you're going to properly pay for the consolation of breaking off the engagement. You wasted her years and hurt her and her parents. As a man, you should prepare a proper amount of money without being told to.
What should I do? I just got a message from my father. He says he wants to divorce me. Emily, I'm sorry for everything I said the other day. So please, could you stop my father's rampage? You don't need to apologize to me. Why not get a divorce? What? Mila, you also hate farmers like Dylan, don't you? Then why don't you divorce your husband who is from a farming family? What are you talking about? He is from a farming family, but he's running a company now. I'm living a free and luxurious life as the wife of a company president. I absolutely do not want a divorce. But your husband definitely wants the divorce. He said it's a good opportunity since you're not getting over your spendthrift habits that he's been warning you about. He said he has plenty of reasons to divorce, and if he's refused, he'll use lawyers or whatever to get it done. What did you say? Is my husband that serious? Is he really saying he wants to divorce me that much? Seems like it. It seems he couldn't stand being ridiculed about farmers. What should I do? What should I do? I didn't think my husband would get that angry. Please discuss it between the two of you. I'll excuse myself now. I hope you can convince him somehow.
Please, Emily. I finally realized my mistake. I was just boasting about being the son of the company's president. I'm really sorry for the things I've said that hurt you and your family. I've reflected on it, and I do love you after all. So please, will you marry me?
What? Didn't you say your love for me had completely cooled off? You said that a poor farmer like me was not suitable for you, right?
No, that's...
Oh, I see. Since you're no longer the president's son, you can marry me, right? I got a call from your father this morning. He said he officially removed you as his successor. And he even disowned you. And told you never to come back home.
What? Did my father report all that to you?
Sorry, but I have no more feelings or attachment to you. I won't get back together with you, so please find another girl quickly. If you're a popular guy, it should be easy.
Wait, Emily. I can't be with any other girl. I need you to convince my father.
Convince?
I haven't given up on my dream of taking over the family business, so I have to make up with my father. But my father is very stubborn once he's made up his mind. I think he won't forgive me unless we get back together.
So you want to marry me to make up with your father? In the end, you only think about yourself.
Don't be so mean, Emily. If you marry me, you'll be the future president's wife. I'll let you live in luxury and I'll even spend money to your parents. Then your parents will definitely be happy.
Don't ridicule me. My parents earn enough not to need your money. They even bought a luxury car recently, and they can afford to go on overseas trip just for the two of them every year.
What? Is that so?
You really don't understand what it means to be a farmer, do you? No, you don't want to understand. Anyway, I'd hate to marry a man like you, even if the earth was about to explode.
Wait, Emily, wait.
If you keep pestering me, I'll tell my dad. And he said he'll fully support me then.
What?
Get it? Don't contact me ever again. We're no longer engaged and I hate you. You will never eat vegetables again. You who don't know the importance of a farm should just drink water for the rest of your life. And as for what happened to Dylan afterwards, the rumor that he was no longer the successor of the company spread like wildfire, and out of desperation, he tried contacting his female friends. But all of them said, "I'm not interested in a man who can't become a president," and even his business friends started distancing themselves, saying, "I don't want to be disliked by your dad." Now he's completely quiet, saying, "If I lose my job without a home to go back to, it's over." And at work, he's seriously and quietly committed to his job. And as for his mother, Mila, she seems to have avoided divorce by apologizing on her knees. But in return, her credit card, which she had been spending recklessly, was confiscated. And she was told to sell the vegetables you grow in your home garden and use that as your allowance, and handed a shovel and vegetable seeds. Now she's heard to be desperately growing vegetables with teary eyes.